Coaching across Andy Reid, he's seen some really good things from Baker Mayfield. Let's listen to what Andy Reid had to say about Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's matured on the field. I think he's really fallen in love with this scheme, it looks like, and mastered it. So he's doing very well. That's not an easy thing to do when you've been given a couple different things as a young quarterback, a couple different schemes to, try to be the best at. That's not easy to do for these quarterbacks. A lot of guys get lost in that, and looks like he's really powered through it and done a nice job.
Andy Reid, Chiefs head coach, talking about Baker Mayfield. Let's bring Doug Lesmerises back in there. And Doug, a lot is made of quarterbacks and development. You have to put a quarterback and play to his strengths, put him in a system that plays to his strengths for him to develop. And Kevin Stefanski's done that with Baker Mayfield right now.
And we do that a lot. You look at Josh Allen in Buffalo, and they've done right by him, and he's succeeded, and look what he's doing. You look at Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. They've done right by him, and look what he's done, and look how he's succeeded. I was in Philadelphia working there when Andy Reid was there with Donovan McNabb. And Donovan McNabb wasn't Patrick Mahomes, but Donovan McNabb and Andy Reid developed together in a system, and the Eagles went to 4 straight NFC championship games and got to a Super Bowl. And so a lot of times, I think we don't do a very good job of understanding how much the system matters to a quarterback. But, yeah, I mean, you can see how this is working now, and not only how it's working now, but how this can work long term. Andy Reid and Donovan McNabb were together for, 10 years in Philadelphia. And that very well could be the path that we're on, with John Harbaugh and Lamar Jackson, with Sean McDermott and Josh Allen, and with Kevin Stefanski and Baker Mayfield.
And when you look at Baker Mayfield, he's starting to beat defenses with his legs as well at crucial times. And I think that speaks not only to his, he has that athletic ability, he's starting to see what defenses are trying to do to this offense and recognizing and understanding.
And I thought early in the year, I think I wrote it at some point that was a thing I think that separated Baker from some of these other quarterbacks, is that he didn't do it that much. And it's not like they're going to have a called run game for Baker. But when you look at so many quarterbacks now, it's such a given for so many guys. Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen are so good at it, but Russell Wilson's good at it, and Patrick Mahomes is good at it. It's getting those yards, those hidden yards, when you turn a good play for the defense into a good play for the offense, because a play that should have been a sack, instead it's a 7-yard run for a first down. And he just didn't do that. And that he has done that at times in the second half of the year is a big deal. There's that pocket awareness. There's great protection from the offensive line, but there's also having the, when he got out of the pocket last year at times and early this year, it'd be more like bailing because he didn't like what was going on. I think he's getting more decisive in, hey, look, I have an opening. It's time for me to go. And that's just a very different approach to leaving the pocket. He's leaving more on his terms than getting forced out of something and bailing out.